let's go steal some money. We do have things to do in Sharan, that's fine, we'll come back and do that in just a second. Right now, we gonna steal that money. Dust Opportunist will cost me 24 influence and will net us 78 to 101 dust. Yes, please. Your spy was partially wounded during the execution of the action. That's okay. Partially wounded is fine. She's still nested in the city. That's all I wanted. You, on the other hand, are even better off. Get it. Partially wounded, that's okay. We got a ton of dust from that, though, guys. Look at that. 791 dust. Let's get good. I am the gamer under development, and this is Endless Legend Symbiosis. With the Endless Legend community patch, we are playing as the Forgotten, and we are just now getting ready to pump out armies both on the land and on the sea, and we're currently working towards Imperial coinage here, which will allow us to buy the resources to tame Fakir and potentially Khazar over here. Khazar looking like nobody's really around him, so I'm honestly hoping we can get both here. We do need to get Imperial coinage first, though, which is going to cost us quite a bit. Fortunately, we've been able to make a lot of dust just by searching ruins lately, and I still wonder if that's an ELCP thing, to have like guaranteed dust in ruins, because holy moly have we gotten a lot of dust from the ruins lately. Titan Bones over in this region along with the Gelderus. Gelderus not really somebody we're looking to pick up. We do have a settler making their way over here so that we can settle in this region where we've got this nice dragon tree here. And as I've been noting a lot of feedback, I am going to try to keep this view, the Fidzy view, off unless we're settling. I tend to leave it on and play with it on just because it's more informational, but at the same time, the game is absolutely gorgeous when you don't have it on. And we have our first naval units coming out right here. We do have a larger size for militia now, or a larger... What is it, CP in this? It's not CP in this. We have a larger number of units available. We have 6 now. So we're going to go ahead and put 2 more of those boarding vessels in queue here. Those will be done, all of them, within 3 turns, which is excellent. Because once that's done, we'll be able to put them right there and start going after all this naval stuff. In the meantime, we do want to start stocking dust. If we see another one of those wonderful, wonderful cultist heroes, we're going to scoop them up for sure. We do have access to another spy here, which would be great. And then there's the new Mykara heroes, and honestly, I haven't looked at how good they would be specifically for... Okay, no, they're specifically much, much better for, although the food consumption on city is actually potentially useful, for growing cities when they're, like, already large, that could be really, really big. I think we might pick one of those guys up if we can afford to, just to test that out. Because, like, think about it this way, guys. When we come over here to Sharan, for example, we have 10 population. We're generating 100 food, but minus 20 from consumption from population. So we'd be generating an additional 20 if we had that hero here, although we do have Exit the Chosen here who's better, so maybe that is a waste. Either way, we're getting Imperial coinage first, so we can wait for that. Let's go ahead and check. Okay, that's all the militia in Sharan that leveled up. That's great. This guy is just sort of waiting next to Fakir, but it would honestly be better for us to probably hit some more ruins with him if we can. Potentially over here. But that's going to be 2 turns to cross and to come back, which makes me sort of skeptical of going that route. I'm going to go over here instead and try to get this pearl and perhaps try to pacify these villages here. Because there is some nice resources up here. We've got this adamantium deposit up here. There's also a wine deposit. Is that another? No, that's a chromatic land. Okay. That's fine. We've got 2 times gold in that region, which is great. And this looks like it was previously a Fakir region, and there is actually a happiness anomaly there too, so that's good to know. Yeah, so we'll use our scout to explore a little bit more while we get this settler up here to put down our next city. When is our next empire plan, by the way? 8 turns. Okay, this is a good time for us to just not be doing that much. We did find 3 times Delvers over here somewhere too. Yeah, that's right. It's this region. Ooh. Now, I'd like you to go here, and then we'll go down, because I do want to go ahead and check and make sure that we can get whatever's in this ruin, but I also want to see if there's a 3rd Delver in this region, because if there is a 3rd Delver in this region, it makes absolute sense for us to pacify the Delvers and settle a city right here, because the Delvers are one of the best minor factions we can assimilate. Okay. We have our naval units here too. What are you? You are also a level 2 boarding vessel, as ours are. So we could test our strength against them here, but we could also just look at our stats here. Defense and damage, 56. What about you guys? So we are stronger than the Fomorian boarding vessels, which is good. There's 3 pearls right there. Maybe we'll go grab those. Although there is a chance they could attack us and that could cause issues, so maybe we'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait. Actually, why wait? Get him! Get him! Get us some XP. Oh, and that's why we wait. Okay. So this will be a good opportunity for me to try out manual naval combat, because I've actually never really done manual naval, I don't think. Yeah, you guys go right here and here. How much movement do they have? They have a movement of 3, and we're going second no matter what. So I'm actually gonna pull my guys back. 1, 2, 3. So if we pull them back here, we'll actually get to choose who we attack, and they won't be able to hit us and make that choice for us. And I would like you both to beat down that guy and just finish him this round if you could, please. That would be great. Okay. Or we'll just hit the nearest guy. That works for me too. Ooh, 49 is good. What in the world were you doing? So basically what happened there was 2 more guys spawned that had a different initiative, and that kind of wrecked us a little bit. We're probably not going to win this. In which case, we'll have to make more boarding parties, but that's okay. This was more of a learning experience to see where we're really at. Although our ships are doing significantly more damage than theirs are. In fact, we're actually in a pretty decent place to win this right now, which amazes me because I thought we were going to lose both ships we are going to lose both ships here. I don't think we can win this now, but I could be wrong. Yeah, no. We killed all but one of their ships there. That's okay. We've got more of those guys coming out. Let's see, 1, 2, let's see how many we have in queue. 4, 5, 6. That's fine. That is absolutely fine by me. Okay, ending our turn. The turns are taking a little bit longer, guys. That's just because we're getting sort of into that later game. We do have enough pearls now to get the Abbey of Anomalies, so that's something we're going to pick up and start building almost immediately. Brenla now has a production queue opening. They only have 1 minor faction city here, so building the chapel is kind of a waste. However, a burrow would not be. And for the burrow placement, we're probably going to go right here so that we can gather up that nice food and dust gain. Yeah, that's a good idea. And once we get 1 more, that'll be a level 2 city here, and then we can start building towards these better anomalies right up here that I've been sort of wanting to get to. Look at that 8 food right there, guys. Holy moly, that is such good anomalies there. And then we could also, if we wanted to here, we could consider building a settler and sending them over to settle this region. There is some nice adamantium, it looks like, in here. Oh, lovely. We can't actually see it because it's not in our view, but we know it's there from the visual, so that's a thing. It looks like they also have some titanium down here and some titan bones, which is really nice. Guaran villages. This is a boss village. Okay. So I was just checking to see if maybe we had a little village overlap there too, but we really don't. That is not something we're going to necessarily be able to take as much of an advantage of. Hey, come scout this region out. Tell me what's up. Okay, so Ereses? No, Gelderus. Gelderus, glass steel, ice sculptures. Those do not provide any real bonuses. And if we can get there within 2 turns, we may be able to stop this fungal bloom from happening and search that ruins, which is exactly what we want to do. Yeah, so that's just 2 Gelderus in that region. There's really not anything particularly great in this region to grab. This region, on the other hand, we do have 2 Guaran villages, potentially a 3rd. That's what we have this scout looking for, is to see if there's a 3rd down there. If there is, that makes this an ideal region to expand into, because we can start off with an additional 3 pop there if we get the pacification. We do not need to pop die right now, so we're not going to. We're going to wait until we're 5 turns out from our Empire plan, and that's when we're going to pop our die. Although, we may actually want to pop it before we settle a city. Your spy infiltrated Samaj and reached level 2. Is that you? Are you? Yeah, you're the one that's on level 2. Okay, so we could steal a technology here, level 2 technology from the Mykara city here, which we haven't tried. I think we tried to steal a level 2 tech from the other city and we didn't get anything, so let's try this. Are you sure you want to activate the infiltration action steal technology? Yes, I am. They don't have anything to steal. Okay, maybe we did check that. I wonder if that still consumed our influence. If so, that's really kind of dumb, but I don't think that's the case. Man, that decreasing fortification thing is huge. Reduces the fortification value by 100% of the maximum fortification. Reduces it to 0 for 5 turns. What? Okay, so when the time comes, we can knock the Mykara over pretty easily with that. Something to keep in mind there for sure. Let's go ahead and grab that pearl. We do want to go in here and grab our Abbey of Anomalies tech. That'll be very, very useful if we can get that up and running. I need to see how many pearls it actually takes to build it, though. It takes 10. Okay, so once we have 10 pearls, we're definitely going to place our Abbey of Anomalies. It'll probably be right here on this clay. That's not the most ideal place for it, but it's also not a bad place for it, and we should be able to level it very quickly if we do that. It is going to kind of mess up the shape of our build-out, but that's not really a big deal, to be honest. I would much rather have the Abbey of Anomalies generating double resources and stuff than I would, like, worry about that. And is it per level on that? +5 food per level on city tile, +3 on terrain with anomaly, and yeah. So no, it's just ×2. It doesn't even actually level up, so it doesn't matter. We don't need to level it to actually have it gain better benefit, really. So that's something for us to keep in mind. Now this scout here could potentially try to pacify this village. We might as well. Palais. To pacify the Guaran in Varus, prove your race's worth by defeating champions of the Guaran. Travel to the Guaran village with only a hero in your army and earn their respect by defeating the army of the Guaran alpha male. That is a super cool quest line, but we probably don't have the ability to complete that right now, so we're not gonna even bother. I actually love that quest line though. They're like, show us your might. Okay, we can deal with that. That's pretty cool. Alright. I guess we send this guy down here some more just to be eyes in this region. Oh, that's not a good thing. These roaming Guaran right here are actually kind of a problem for us. However, if we can distract them with these guys, if we can get them to follow us over here or something, then we can still get our settler in there at a decent speed. And this is where it becomes problematic here, because it's like, okay, do we get our settler up on land right now and potentially get him wrecked, or do we bring him over here instead? And I feel like we're better off bringing him over here, personally, just because those Guaran are there and they're actually kind of a danger to us. Or those are the Bos, not the Guaran, I think, sorry. Those are the Centaur. You, sir, are gonna come over here and search this ruin. Hey, we found a rumbler, that's always nice. Search! Got 100 dust coming in there. That's not good. If those Berdeki run into us, we're probably dead. There is not a third Delver's village here. How sad, there's only 2. Still, 2 Delvers is a very, very nice pickup for us anyway. It's still plus 10% dust, which is never gonna be a bad thing. Yo, come down here and hope that they don't rage on you. Is that enough? Delvers and Dogreshi. Hey, this is actually right next to each other. This is actually a pretty good concentration. And more importantly, that, my friends, is called Blood Crystal. And Blood Crystal is what we need in order to get Fakir. So that is something for us to keep in mind for sure. Fakir is definitely on the table now. Okay, 3 turns before we finish with all of those. That's fine. Where are we at on Empire Plan? 7 turns. Awesome. I'm going to take all these people and move them into food because, yeah, we'll get a pop growth in 1 turn if we do that. Pop growth at this point, because of how many improvements we have, pop growth actually makes a huge difference. It's more, in my opinion, of a multiplicative effect than building anything, especially since we're not building improvements right now. So for us, being able to pump our pop a little bit faster here is always going to be a better option. Honestly, we could put a couple of people in dust too if we wanted to, but that's not really where we're going right now. We want these boarding vessels to get finished so that we can start to exert our naval dominance, especially with some of these cool facilities we've seen down here, like this luxury boost facility is super cool. Okay, so that's done. We have our Predatores coming out here. In 1 turn, we will have a full Predatory army, folks. That's exactly what we're after. Not going to do that. We'll wait a turn or 2 and see if we can knock that down to 1 turn before we use it. And then we do have this plus fortification, but that's not going to help us very much. We don't need to spend it. We can maybe save that to level up a Urkan later. In the meantime, send this guy over here and grab the pearls, potentially get wrecked. I'll wait. Actually, you know what we could do here, and this is something that I hadn't thought of before. We can probably upgrade the tech level of stuff, because I think we only have tech level 1 stuff. No, our naval tech is exactly the same right now, but I know we just air it up, so maybe it was the Predatory I was thinking of? Yeah, okay, the Predatory has access to tier 3 stuff now. So let's give them tier 3 crossbows. Let's give them tier 3 armor. And also... that? Sure, that's fine. We'll upgrade that to tier 3 as well. So it will probably take substantial dust to actually upgrade that army, so we may not do that right away. However, yeah, it's going to take 718 dust to upgrade that army. However, if we do that upgrade, what's going to end up happening is that army is going to be ridiculously powerful. Like, ridiculously powerful. Actually, let's take this scout over here and see if we can draw them away long enough just to get this settler up on the land. That would be ideal here. Alright. So, yeah, that's fine. The worst thing that could potentially happen is somebody else could settle this region, and then I would get really, really salty. So we're gonna hope that that doesn't happen. Oh, and it's a Dust Eclipse, guys. Do you know what Dust Eclipse means? Because we know what Dust Eclipse means. Dust Opportunist is in effect. Let's go steal some money. We do have things to do in Sharan, that's fine. We'll come back and do that in just a second. Right now, we gonna steal that money. Dust Opportunist will cost me 24 influence and will net us 78 to 101 dust. Yes, please. Your spy was partially wounded during the execution of the action. That's okay. Partially wounded is fine. She's still nested in the city. That's all I wanted. You, on the other hand, are even better off. Get it. Partially wounded, that's okay. We got a ton of dust from that, though, guys. Look at that, 791 dust. If we wanted to, we could now upgrade that entire Predatory army, which is nuts in and of itself. Well, not the whole army. Close to the whole army. But right now, what we're going to do is use that to get Imperial coinage. And then once we have Imperial coinage, we're going to go see how many blood crystals we can get. 26 are available on the market. I believe that it takes 30 for us to actually get Fakir to join us up here. And that's something we can definitely look into further. Now, if you get up here, is that going to be your entire turn, or can you still move? That's going to be your entire turn. That is unfortunate, because we really don't want you to get wrecked by the Guaran. However, we should get one retreat from the Guaran before they get wrecked, so we probably have a chance here. Probably. Okay. And when we do settle them, we're probably going to settle them right there. It's a real nice little hex. A little bit low on dust here, which is unfortunate. However, if we start here, we'll be able to get the dust from the neighboring water tiles fairly quickly. So that should kind of balance that out. We are kind of like, it's not spectacular on anything, but it does have a nice happiness boost, and it will have 3 additional population to start. And I think that's going to end up making a very, very big difference for us overall. Distance. A very big distance for us overall. Wow, that is so much better. Okay. Okay, that is so much better. Did I miss that? Is that a happiness improvement right there? It is. Wow, I'm a spaz, guys. We're going to settle right there, probably. Or there? No, right here. Right here is probably better. That does have 1 higher production, 1 lower food. But other than that, it's not... Well, actually, we're going to go here, and the reason why is because if we go right here, we're going to have a ruins within our first couple city hexes, which is not what we want. But, once again, having that 3 extra pop as soon as that settles is going to be awesome. Exit the Chosen has leveled. We can go ahead and give him whatever we want. Probably go with the science boost here, mainly so we can get up to the influence and dust boost. That dust boost being a single huge contributor to the capabilities of our entire faction. So that's something we really, really want to get into. And you need to get over to Fakir relatively soon so that we can check on that. That's fine. And I'm actually, oops, I should have checked that because I think Sharan needs construction. Yes, it does. Okay, Sharan, I would like you to build, nope. I would like you to build the Abbey of Anomalies, please. Generate all the things for us. That would be great. By the way, while you're at it, place another burrow right there and potentially level up our Industrial Megapole to 2. Yeah, that seems like a really good idea. In fact, if we do that, it's even better. While we're in this Dust Eclipse, though, we may want to check this. Nope, not going to get anywhere with that. That's okay. Actually, what we should do here, though, to be honest, is check and see how much production we actually need to get those things where they're going. Huh? Right there. So we can put a couple people into dust, and that's fine. That's exactly what I'm going to do here, just so we generate a little more dust. This Dust Eclipse is probably one of our best opportunities to just flat out generate dust. Yeah, go ahead and burn that Mykaran thing down. I don't care if it takes 4 turns, and let them try to challenge our Predatory army. I guarantee it's not going to work out the way they want. Okay. So, I wonder if we can do their dust steal again. No, it takes level 2. So we gotta hope that they level 2 again, because if they do, that's gonna be ginormous, guys. Like, if they do the level 2 thing again, we'll be able to hit those things for dust and we will flat out get it. Like, it'll be nuts how much dust we get. Because we went up to 718 there. If we could do that again, we'll be able to hire a hero at that cost. Like, it's kind of crazy in a way. And if we were going to hire a hero, which hero would we hire? None. There's none that we would hire right now. But what we will do right now is go ahead and snatch up all that blood crystal before anybody else can get it, because we really don't want to compete with people for blood crystal right now. Okay, cool. Thanks. That's awesome, guys. That's exactly what we wanted. You, Mr. Scout, are going to go here and search this ruin. Why, hello, Mr. Ruin. 15 Palladium. Beautiful. Can I search you again? I can. 320 dust if we defeat the Avenging Army, which we cannot do with this unit. So we're just going to retreat here. He's going to take a lot of damage. And then we're potentially... Don't you do it. Don't you do it. We're potentially going to rush over here and try to get that. But I'd honestly rather get this ruin here. And then we should check our other units and see if there's more ruins we can get. Now that we have 3 of these guys, I'm tempted to start picking on some of these guys a little more. Like, this guy we can probably take out pretty easily, so I'm going to do that. And then we'll start working over these facilities once we have more units out here. Yeah, so he's going to reinforce with that other ship that's out here on the water. Fortunately, our initiative is actually higher this time, it appears, so we should be the first ones to strike out. He's all the way back there and hurt, though. So, honestly, at this point, we kind of just wait. Yo, go ahead, do what you're gonna do. We do have our strike backs there, and I think all these units by default strike back, but I could be wrong. Yeah, they do. They do, so that's awesome. Get them, boys. This should be a very quick fight. It's done. It's very, very done right there. And you guys are finito. So now we're gonna bring them down here, and then we're gonna go after this facility as soon as these guys come out. Okay. Looks like all that stuff is taken care of. Some wonderful ruins to be searched here, though. Is that a speed conflux? It's not. It's an attack conflux. Is that a speed conflux? We can't tell for some... Because it's on our... It's not actually showing us the conflux. Interesting. Okay. So I guess we don't know. The reason I'm wondering is because it may actually be worth it in this region in particular to just go ahead and throw a scout out so that we can real quick run over and grab those ruins for money. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that makes the most sense here. I'm honestly considering doing that in other places as well, just because that dust that we can gain during the eclipse is so good. We're already disposing of the fungal bloom here. It's unfortunate because that is going to tie us up so that that guy can't search ruins, which I don't like at all. But it is what it is. Oh, look at those ruins back there, though, guys. How quick can you get back there, buddy? I mean, we could let the Mykarans have this ruin and just go for the other... I'm gonna do that. They can have that ruin. I don't care. I want this ruin right here, this ruin here, this ruin here, this ruin here. I want all of those ruins. That's a temple. That's a temple. That's a temple. That is not a temple. Okay, so we're gonna get that one. I mean, they're all temples, but these are all Mykaran temples, so we're gonna run back and get that one because that extra dust is honestly worth it. And yeah. Are you guys destroying that thing? You are. It takes 4 turns. That's fine. Ending our turn. There's a nice Palladian deposit right there we could go after too, but I mean, we already kind of have good Palladian deposits and stuff. We do not have the ability to gather them yet, so that's something we should actually look at as well. You've received a message from another empire. Your spies are not welcome. We are having difficulty restraining those who wish to see you punished. Let me tell you a secret. If y'all want to go to war, my spy will wreck your face. And that guy's dead. Yeah, we lost that scout. That's unfortunate. Hero has leveled up. Awesome. Cannot be captured when performing an infiltration action. Even better. Or we can get additional seniority bonus here. Now the question is, which hero is this? Yo, where you at though? Where you at though? Show me where you at though. Oh, okay. Well, we got this fight going on. We're gonna go ahead and minimize that for a moment. That's the one that leveled up. Where is she spying again? I love how it doesn't tell us. Third builder, Gula Yawa the Third. Okay. Let's see if she's the one up here in the Necro place, because if she is, then we definitely want to use her effect. Or we definitely want to raise her seniority. Yeah, okay. So we're going to raise her seniority right now for her level up, and the reason for that is because we want to make it so that she gets her next level faster, so that she can potentially loot dust from them one more time before the eclipse is gone. Like, if we get one more time before the eclipse is gone, I will be absolutely happy with that. I could not ask for better. 150 dust, and that is why we abandoned destroying the Mykaran temple and went straight for that instead. That being said, we do still need to get rid of that Mykaran temple, so now we'll probably double back here. And this scout is probably fine. You guys should actually be settling your city right now. Yeah, go right there. Do it. Settle! Ladies and gentlemen, awesome. Got that next city. 5 turns before our next empire plan, which means, guess what? Time to pop that die. Pop that color. Okay, so now that the die is popped, we're going to be generating a ton of extra influence. For this place, we're definitely going to want to put down some of these basic improvements as quickly as possible. Particularly any ones that raise either happiness or influence need to go down very, very quickly. We could also buy out canal systems here to just speed up production in general. Although I don't know how beneficial that'll actually be. Gonna put both of our gold extractors in queue here, as well as our glass steel extractor. So if we bought out just our production improvements and moved everybody into production, how quickly could we get things done? That is if we buy it out. We may not buy it out. We may just leave it the way it is. In fact, that might be our best option right there. Yeah, I think that's probably our best option, but we're going to go with sewer system before anything else for the influence bonus, and then we'll go with extractors. And I should actually check our empire approval is pretty good here. Okay. So we're doing fine, we're doing fine. Now we could grab the Silix if we want, which will actually increase the resources, the strategic resources rather, that we extract by a considerable amount. That would be 1.5 additional resources per turn, which is great. We could also wait until we get the Delvers for plus 10% dust. I think that's probably better, but the Delvers are a bit far out, so we could also just grab that for now. I think that's actually not a bad idea. We're gonna assimilate them for 15. We can always assimilate someone else in their slot. So there we go. Gonna take 400 influence to maintain what we have now, which is gonna be really hard, because without switching people into influence, we only have 100 per turn. I mean, gosh, guys, what are we gonna do? This is really scary to me. I'm really upset and worried. I'm just kidding. Let's see about moving all these guys into food now, potentially get another pop. Hey, there we go, that's what we wanted, was one more pop. Yeah, we gotta put everyone there to get it, though. Okay, one more pop there, that'll give us another burrow we can build, and once that's done, we'll move everybody back into influence, probably. Who else remains to do things? You do, because we needed you to come— oh, Fakir is gone! Fakir is gone, and so is Khazar. Both of them have relocated, and now we need to figure out where. Where did you guys go? Where you at, though? Khazar is right there, which is actually not a bad thing for us, because we can potentially go after Khazar now. Go, go, go. Go get him, go get him. And in fact, we could probably hit that ruin on the way to Khazar, and it looks like the Necros are on their way after Khazar too. But they look to intend to fight them with Karis, which will be very, very interesting, because one hero versus one Urkan is not going to end as well as they think. And Fakir is down there, so we could also go after Fakir. However, we might just make a new scout from here to go after Fakir. Okay. You're gonna join your buddies over here in the Wata. Can you do that? Can you potentially move here, please? Or not. Okay, that's weird. Why is he unable to move? He has 6 movement. I don't understand why he can't move. Oh, because these guys are fighting. Okay. Let's do the manual fight here. This should be pretty easy. It's 2 against 3, and we should have the speed advantage, yeah. So we're just gonna wreck this guy before he even gets to do anything, more than likely. Yeah, he's dead. Next guy, come get wrecked. You dead too. Bye, Felicia. Okay, he dead. That was great. We just melted their entire army like that wasn't even a challenge. Now, potentially, we should be able to move this guy into that army. Yes, yes, yes. Join, join. Beautiful. Okay, now with those guys joined, with your powers combined, please come take this Fomorian place. Can we parlay with them? We can! Holy moly, I didn't know that was a thing. Show you're a generous and trustworthy patron. When they see the marvelous design of your bathyspheres, the inhabitants of this fortress become quite agitated. They live on the tip of a vast underwater structure, and it has been centuries since they had the technology to examine and repair it. However, with the aid of your bathyspheres, they feel they could carry out a proper inspection. Give 1 bathysphere to the fortress, and we'll get 25 palladium for that. Is a bathysphere a tech we don't have, or is that just any ship? Guess it's any ship. Okay. Well, let's take one of these ships and transfer that there. No? Okay. Not gonna do that. How about we transfer it there, and then we have that ship parlay with them. Yes? Please come back when you verify the quest conditions. Parlay. Please come back when you verify the quest. Okay, is there a bathysphere that I don't know about? Because I've never heard of a bathysphere. Interesting. Interesting. I don't... Can we make a bathysphere now? Does that unlock the ability to make a bathysphere? It does not. We do have our scout ready here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and pop him out. Move him there to grab whatever conflux that is. If we're lucky, it'll be a speed conflux. I think it was, based on the movement they just... Yeah, that was a speed conflux. They got a ton of movement from that. So we're going to come over here and loot this ruin. That is another 100 dust. Beautiful. Come down here and grab that pearl. And then next turn we'll probably head over here. That is a Mykara ruin, so we're not going to be able to get anything out of it. That is honestly my only issue with the Mykara right now, is like, yo, you guys keep ruining the ruins for us. Alright, so... This bathysphere quest being something I don't know anything about, we'll probably have to come back and deal with them in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to come down here. That really throws me off. Like, is the bathysphere like a tech module or something we can put on? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Alright. Well, I guess we'll look into that, guys. That being said, I honestly didn't even realize you could parlay with them. I've always just fought them and took them because they're really not that hard to beat. Like, we could honestly fight them right now and just take those Titan bones. Unfortunately, though, that is all the time that we have for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and click that like button. If you want to see any more of our great content ranging